You know why this pudding is delicious? It's because I'm fucking sad. That's why it's delicious. Fucking what a story, god damn it. Fucking Kuro. You did it. You did it. Almost did it too good. Alright, let's keep it a buck. This story broke me. I know we've seen people talk, oh, this story broke me. It really did, dude. If y'all saw my reaction, I was in fucking tears at the end of it. I couldn't do anything. I literally ended that video. I went outside I grabbed a beer, I went outside to my balcony and I sat on my balcony and I had a beer and I smoked a couple cigarettes and I was just sad. And I put some music on and I didn't want to interact with nobody. And the entire day, the whole rest of the day, I didn't do shit. I went and got some pudding and I sat there and I ate some pudding. I was so fucking sad. God damn it. And that just shows how well done they did that fucking story. And obviously, this is obviously my personal opinion on it. So, other people have differing opinions, like straight up. Some people don't get emotionally attached to characters, unlike me, who get very emotionally attached and gets fucked up when they die. But holy shit, man. It's so good. Like, let's roll through it, all right? The Factorium is so interesting of a place where that's where they make echoes. Is just I was like, really? I thought they magically appeared. I mean, in a weird way, yeah. But like, it's like no, it's where they defeat discords and they take their elements, they mix them, and they make them in a little egg, and they make these echoes. Oh my god, what the fuck? Like, that's crazy. That opens up so much. I need to explore that place more because I haven't. Because all I did was pull for Lova, play the story, and now I opened up this game and I had a little bit of emotion doing it. It's like a day later, but I was like, fuck, man. And I'm sitting here in Lova's Sonaro Sphere / heaven, and I'm like, fuck, man. Oh my god. And also, Kuro, you were a jackass for making us upgrade materials for her are in her fucking Sonaro Sphere, and we gotta come here every time if we want to farm for her and listen to this music and see her walking around. You're a fucking asshole, alright? I mean, it's smart, but goddamn it, you guys are jackasses for that. Alright? But let's keep going. We're going to the Factorium. Berlova was working with the Order, and then they kind of had a falling out. And oh my lord, like I'll say, what am I doing? What am I doing here? Let's pull up. Where are we? We pull up the gallery. Pull up the main story. Here we are. Holy shit! What a fucking story. Let me. Enrico, all right, the fact that he's been trying to find and stop this I guess, what's the word I'm looking for, the one that would cause the dark tide but also save the world, and it turned out to be him all along. That's, we've seen that a couple times. It's smart, it's well executed well. He did have that ending where he realized it himself and he sacrificed himself and he just turned into a statue and stuff, which is pretty good. I think it ended off pretty well with him. I do think the crystal, the gem, is kind of turned into this like chase object that we're just going to be chasing this entire patch. So we'll see how that works out. Usually that doesn't tend to go that well when you're just chasing this mystical object and stuff, but we'll see how that works out. I'm very curious. So far they've done an amazing job with it, so I don't expect them to fuck it up. Let's be real. Kuro's been cooking. They've been doing an amazing job with the story, and it's been getting better and better and better and better every patch. So why would I think it's going to get worse? I wouldn't. Points on a graph, baby. They're going up. But let's just, like, meeting for Lova, and then we kind of go work around with her, and we kind of, as the player, we see snippets of her past and stuff, and how we go through her viewpoints. Obviously, Rover can't see some of this stuff, but we can, and so we get a lot more attached to her, while Rover is just still as distrustful, because all he's seen of her is she's a Fraxidus Overseer. She's killed a lot of people, or tried to kill a lot of people, and he just views her as a net negative or an evil. And then, we get to the point where she's doing she's in her black dress outfit and she's doing her song, and this is kind of a blast to the past before Rover, wiped his memory and stuff. And we see her talk to her, and Rover's there like, did this happen? Or is she trying to trick me and stuff? Um, Very interesting. And you can see Filova's just trying to fucking get through to him, but even she's kind of accepted that she's given up. She's waited for so long for Rover to come back, and she gave up. And it sucks because she'd been through so lot. She trusted so many people, even after her town was eradicated, her family was eradicated, everyone died. And she tried so much, and she was just betrayed constantly. She still trusted the rover to come back, and then even then, after hundreds of years, she gave up. And like, oh my god, that fucking sucks. All right, that fucked me up a little bit. I was like, god damn it, man, why the fuck? And you can't blame Rover right now. This guy doesn't remember anything in the past. He doesn't really trust her and stuff. And then even then, like, as a player, we're like, well, I fucking saw this blast of the past with Rover, and I trust her, but he's like, I don't really trust her, and obviously he hasn't seen as much as us, but what a fucking story. And then they have this little convo at the end, and she kind of cooks Rover, I ain't gonna lie. He's like, oh, you don't know the weight of life? It's like, brother, she knows a lot more than you. Straight up the gate, and I think this is kind of on purpose. They've made Kuro made the rover kind of seem a bit more obtuse, a bit more not understanding, a bit more stuck in his ways, And I think this is good. This is good character design because a bland, boring character is not interesting. And I know a lot of players viewed Rover as less as a character, but more so as a player's perspective type of thing, where it's just a inanimate object we move around. But I think Kuro's trying to turn Rover into more of an actual existing character in this story instead of just the player, which kind of makes it interesting because we're no longer playing as Rover. We're up top looking down, watching this story play out and watching Rover make mistakes in the past and even present and how he's going to handle that. And it's interesting because I don't think they really let Rover at the end think about this, what happened. Um, he came to a decision very quickly, obviously, because in the moment, but I don't think he's really absorbed everything that's happened and understood what his past self has done and how he's supposed to interact with now. I think this is what we might get in the next patch. And this is how we're gonna fucking learn more about Rover. Is he's gonna be like, well, shit. Now I want to know what my past self actually did, because all he's ever interacted with is people that he's met in the past that he's helped and stuff. And this is the first person he's kind of fucked over in the past. Let's keep it a buck. And in a way, he did keep his promise. He came back to her, but man, it's a little late. It's a little late. But I cannot wait for the next couple patches and the story progression, because I think we're going to be viewing Rover as a character, not as a player's viewpoint. And that makes me excited. It really does. But Frolova's just been through so much, and even in the end, in a weird way, she got her piece. She died, sadly. That fucking broke my heart, because, man, I get it. We kind of bitched. We wanted a character that dies. We wanted some actual weight to the story, some actual consequences and stuff. But did it have to be Frolova, man? Like, fuck, dude, I really, 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 really liked her. Did you have to kill her? Fuck, dude. Oh, and it sucks because, a lot of people, I love her voice. I did. I think her voice actor killed it. Some people kind of are like, well, I don't like how bland she is. But then you see her in the past and she's a lot more happy and excited. You can feel it in the inflection of her voice. And now she's bland. It's like, oh, fuck, dude, this is something else, all right? And it's good but sad. It's a bittersweet ending, or just a bitter ending, depending on how you feel about it. And I think this was such a well done story, but I'm kind of sad of how well it was done, because I'm sitting here, Perlova got her piece in a weird way. Rover got, his ending in a weird way. He's sort of happy, from his viewpoint, maybe he took out an overseer. That's pretty good and stuff. And I'm sitting here in fucking tears, feeling empty as shit, going, okay, okay, well, I don't want to. I don't want to play this game anymore. This shit fucked me up, man. But what a story. If I had to rank this, it's super tough because this is this year has been insane for Kuro, all right? There's so many good stories that go around, and I'm hitting a point where it's like fucking tough for me to rank them, which is funny and weird. It's nice to see that. It's not like, oh, they're all terrible. This is tough for me because they're all so fucking good. 2.0 was amazing, but 2.2 was great. I got a little teary-eyed there, you know? Um, 2.4 was spectacular. I actually think them breaking up the story into two separate stories is really well done because it made both stories digestible. One was about 2.5 hours long, the other one was an hour and a half, and it was very easy for me to play where I didn't feel exhausted playing it. And then we have the 2.5 story, and these are like I feel like these are the heavy hitters, all right? Top three stories I think in WoWa are 2.3, 2.4s, and 2.5s. And this is tough. This is really tough for me. I think if I had to rank them, it would be 2.2. Fuck. I don't know. I don't know. 2.4. If you watch my reaction to it, I was the happiest motherfucker on earth. I was smiling. I was invested. I was fun. And then this one, I'm invested, but I'm sitting here. If you see the ending, the last 30 minutes of my fucking stream, it's just me sitting here going like this. Completely locked in, but I'm just a wreck. I don't want to talk. I don't want to do anything. I'm just destroyed. They both did such a number on me. They're so well done. I think how this 2.5 made me feel though, 10 out of 10, if not an 11 out of 10, because 10 out of 10 stories are like amazing, perfect stories and stuff like that. 11 out of 10 stories are stories I'm going to remember forever, all right? Like, I remember Halo 1 through 3. It's a core memory of mine. Red Dead Redemption 2. And now, I'd even say this is going to be 2.5 stories, one of those stories I just remember forever. And it just sticks with me. And that's an 11 out of 10 story to me. Now, obviously, there's issues with the story. It's very hard. I think they paced this one is not as well paced as 2.4. I liked 2.4 story a lot more. It was a lot more digestible when it comes to pacing. 2.5 was a little long. I know 3 hours in Gotcha's verse is very short story, but for most people, 3 hours is fucking long, man, for the normal average person to sit down and play. And obviously you could break it up and stuff, but I really wanted to play through this. I think there was some parts in it. I'm not saying they're yapping or anything. I'm saying that like there's some parts in it that were a bit too long or were unnecessary. It added too much time to the clock. And I think they could have still got us emotionally attached to Furlova without it being 3 hours long. I'm not saying this should be an hour-long story. I'm saying, 2 hours would be I'd be a lot more comfortable with that because I did it in 3 hours, but I was kind of gunning, we were schmoving. I was still reading everything. I was still listening to everything, but we were schmoving. We were progressing, all right? So, and I kind of fell off in the middle, like the hour and a half, 2 hour mark. I was like, oh boy, how much longer? But other than that, that's like the only negative thing I have about it. Everything else is just amazing story. The only issue I've had with it was the pacing. But fuck, dude. Again, there's like the key points. Kuro's not a perfect gotcha game creator. There's issues with Wuthering Waves. My main issue is realistically with the events. Which they did a great job in 2.4, but I feel like in all the other patches they've kind of fucking floundered when it comes to the events. But when it comes to the story, Kuro cooks, an 11 out of 10 cook. Like, they only get better when it comes to the story. And again, they did it. And that's all I can say. Well fucking done, Kuro. Am I sad? Yeah, I'm really sad. But I'm invested again. This is just such a good story, man. It's so fucking good. But anywho, that's enough of me rambling. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know how you felt about the story and below in the 2 point. Yeah, let me know how you feel below in the comments. If you enjoyed this, give it a like or subscribe would be appreciated. But anywho, y'all have a good one. Try not to cry. If you did cry, get better. Go away now. Ciao.